mindfulness, natural time, sharing instead of owning, cooperation rather than competition. This is a vision of a sustainable future. Sounds very utopian, even I would say. But any step closer to this utopia is better than digging ourselves deeper into our problem with waste. How, you ask, can we truly make a difference? This is what Restore is all about. I'm Steph, and together, let's restore. If you've watched the previous episodes, you're probably now thinking, that's a lot of information to take in. And living sustainably isn't really easy, especially if the things around us don't enable us to do so. Along with policymakers, retailers, and consumers have to work hand in hand to make it work. It will be through the reuse, repair, remake, and refill. This is Restore. Here's how it works. Restore is a social enterprise concept that enables environmental stewardship through the responsible consumption of goods. The key message here is to consume responsibly, sustainably, which doesn't mean using biodegradable materials or using a tote bag instead of a plastic bag. It means that we need to have more meaningful relationships with our material culture to achieve sustainability. The reuse, repair, remake, and refill centers will help enable that. Reuse is the retail arm of Restore. It aggregates brands in the circular economy through a rental or deposit scheme. Reuse is inspired by the circular economy, where products go through a circular system instead of a linear one. This is done by designing products to be recycled with disassembly or by reselling products that are still in good condition. But reuse takes the concept of the circular economy to the next level by shifting the mentality from ownership to usership, where the service of the product is being paid for instead of the product itself. Here's how it works. If you have a drill, you don't really need the actual drill, you just need the hole that it makes. After you've had your hole, the drill becomes an idle tool until the next time you need a hole. With a reuse system, you can rent a drill and spend a fee of maybe just 50 pesos for a day's use, instead of buying a new one at 2,000 pesos. You really want to buy it? No problem. Just pay an additional deposit fee, which you can then take back once you return the product. If it's still in good condition, it can be up for rental or sold at a cheaper price. But if it's beyond repair, it will be returned to the manufacturer for disassembly or remanufacturing. It is a circular system that benefits consumers, businesses, and most importantly, the environment. The next one is repair, and as the name suggests, it's about extending the lives of products by fixing instead of letting them become waste. Repair is inspired by the fixer or repair movement that aims in educating people about their products through workshops and repair cafes. Besides preventing waste, repairing shifts people's mentality about products and makes them more confident about troubleshooting problems themselves. While educating people is very essential in doing repairs, tools and equipment to do this are equally as important. Repair is a space where tools and equipment are made available to those who wish to repair their products. Tools and equipment will be on a rental scheme only to be used within the workshop space. Don't know how to repair? No problem. Repair employs skilled workers who can teach you or who can do the fixing for more complex tasks. Products that can no longer be repaired will be sent back to the manufacturer. Next is remake, which is inspired by the maker movement. But instead of a maker space filled with 3D printers, laser cutters, or CNC machines, it will be filled with equipment that help make things for everyday use, for woodwork, metalwork, ceramics, sewing, or even weaving. The mix of equipment will depend on the need of the community. Remake can help cultivate and revive local craft culture by teaching traditional techniques and applying it to more contemporary methods like weaving in bags. Most importantly, Remake will teach you how to grow your own food through different techniques that suit your way of life. It's basically turning you from a consumer to a producer. Lastly, Refill is a market that eliminates the concept of disposable packaging. Refill changes the way grocery shopping is done by having trays, bags, jars, and airtight packaging for rent. Once you're done with it, or if it's empty, you can return it and collect your deposit, or use it again and again to refill your stash. Refill is not a supermarket. It is a community market where consumers are brought closer to the producers and the vendors themselves. Together, these 4 centers that make up Restore help us become more responsible consumers. But Restore can be more than just a store. Each and every one of us can adapt practices of reuse, repair, refill, and remake in our own lives. Before buying anything, always ask if you really need it. Or maybe you can just borrow it from someone you know. Have you ever thought of repairing the stuff you have instead of throwing them away? The internet has thousands of resources and tutorials on repairing different kinds of things. You want a new top, new necklace, or maybe a new chair? Bring your DIY spirit to life and try making things that you would proudly use. Tired of buying groceries with lots of packaging? Try visiting your local market again and try to talk to your local vendors. And make sure to bring your own bags and containers. Own a business? Why not try to adapt practices that slowly lead to a circular system? Designed for disassembly, designed for repair, or designed to last. The journey for sure will not be easy, but it is a journey we must all embark on immediately. Consumers need to change with government policies and business adaptation so everyone is accountable, involved, and responsible. Everyone can restore.